Hello everyone and welcome back to my 100% race series, and today it's F1 2013, the very last game from Codemasters to feature the glorious V8 engines, and in fact the very last game to be of any good for the PlayStation 3. Okay, let's get straight into this then. As you can see, we've got the usual suspects, but this time we've got something a little bit more different. Yes, it's the F1 Classics. Let's get into this, everyone. Yes, finally, classic cars are in a Formula 1 game from Codemasters. Oh my goodness, but also someone else is back as well. Can you guess who it is?
Hold off the faster cars and finish first.
Murray, yes, Murray Walker makes a return to Formula 1 2013 with the classic mode content. Fantastic. Oh my goodness. This is what sold the game for me back in 2013, I have to say. Murray Walker returns.
It's been raining all day, but just as we're about to start racing, the sun comes out to greet the drivers.
Anyway, I had to start this video, of course, in one of the classic cars. Yes, it's one of the Ferraris from the days gone past, and we are at Brands Hatch as well. And we've got all the classics from yesterday here. We got Hill, we got Villeneuve, we got Nigel Mansell, John Lacey's here as well. As the lights go out and we say go, 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 we are at Brands Hatch, and it is rainy conditions, as you can see. This is an absolutely glorious mode. You can see it's very colourful indeed. Codemasters seem to have oversaturated the colours, as you can see. This is a blatant attempt, of course, to get the kids to start playing Formula 1 games again, of course. Now all you have to do is watch any sort of children's TV at the moment and you will see how brightly coloured everything is. That's a deliberate attempt to try and tempt in the younger generation, who have been dazzled previously by the likes of Need for Speed and all its neon glory. Yes, they're trying to say Formula 1, everyone, is back. And to make it relevant again, we had to go back to the classics of yesteryear. Anyway, there you go then. That's the classic mode in Formula 1 2013. And here's the cars. You can have 80s or 90s cars. We start with the Williams FW07B. Then on to the Team Lotus 98T from 86. Then on to the Williams FW12 from 1988. Then on to the Team Lotus from 88 as well. The Ferrari F187 from 1988. And then, of course, we go now on to the classic 90s cars. We've got Nigel Mansell and his Williams FW14B. And, of course, we've got the Ferrari also from 1992. Then on to Damon Hill and his Williams FW18. Then on to the Ferrari from 1996, of course, driven by Michael Schumacher. Then on to the Ferrari of 1999. Then on to the Williams FW21. Fantastic. And then on to the classic circuits. Now, this is what is missing from the latest Formula 1 games. We like the classic cars, but we need the classic circuits as well to go with them. So there you go then. That is the mode in Formula 1 2013 for the classics. Now we move on to some of the other things that are available in this game. We have, of course, got the multiplayer. Let's have a look and see if anyone's playing F1 2013 in 2021. Let's have a look then. Let's go to a quick match. Not very many people used to use this mode anyway when it was actually, you know, at its peak. But we'll have a quick look, see if anyone's about. I'm hopeful, lads. I'm hopeful that we might find someone. Find race. Come on. Find me someone. No, there's no one. Okay then, let's move on to the custom race then. Surely there may be someone. Oh my god, I don't believe it. Gas_Jeremy_oil is currently in a lobby. He's doing a qualified elevate and 100% race as well. Unfortunately, he's on his own, but yes, someone is still playing this game, and well done, Jeremy. You are now completely famous because you're in my video. Yes, I didn't contact you for any copyright or anything, so I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Yes, the check is in the post. Anyway, let's move on now and see what else we got. We got Proving Grounds, of course. We had this last year as well. Scenario mode, which is basically the same as last year, where you have little objectives that you have to achieve to get to the end of basically the scenario mode. Yes, you've got medals that have to be unlocked as well. Fantastic. Okay, so we move on now to, of course, the career mode, which unfortunately is still a carbon copy of last year, which wasn't very impressive to me at all. You've got the Young Driver Test. You've got the Season Challenge once again, where you've got, of course, 10 rounds of a championship where you pick your rival and you have to beat him before you get to the end of those 10 rounds. You've got everything that you need. It's all fantastic, but just boring, basically, because of this statistics screen. So onto the career mode, and as you can see, once again, it is basically a copy-paste from 2012. There's your statistics screen. There's all your races up the top that tell you where you're going next. And yeah, you've got your contract offers, emails, news, standings and settings all down the bottom. And that's it, basically. As I say, almost a complete carbon copy of last year's game. Anyway, we move on to the teams and drivers now from 2013. We start with Red Bull with Sebastian Vettel and Mark Webber. No, stop it now. Scuderia Ferrari is next with Fernando Alonso and Felipe Massa, baby. Then on to Vodafone McLaren Mercedes with Jenson Button and Sergio Perez. Wowzers. On to Lotus F1 team now with Kimi Raikkonen and Roman Grosjean. Onto Mercedes AMG Petronas F1 team with Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton. Sir Lulu. Onto Sauber now with Nico Hulkenberg and Esteban Gutierrez. Then onto Sahara Force India F1 team with Paul di Resta and Adrian Sutil. Onto Williams F1 team now with Pastor Maldonado and Valtteri Bottas. Next team is Scuderia Toro Rosso with John Elick Verne and Daniel Ricciardo. Onto the next team, it's Caterham F1 team now with Charles Pic and Guido van der Garde. Wowzers. On to Marussia F1 team now with Jules Bianchi and Max Chilton. Oh my goodness. There you go then. So there you go then, and we have been requested for this video to drive as Mark Webber, Multi 21, and of course we are going to drive as his home circuit in Australia. And here are the circuits for 2013. We start in Australia, in Albert Park. Our next circuit is Malaysia, followed by China, then on to Bahrain, then the Spanish Grand Prix, then on to Monaco, then on to Canada, then the British Grand Prix, then it's the German Grand Prix, on to Hungary for the next one, then the Belgian Grand Prix, then on to Italy, then Singapore is next, followed by the Korean Grand Prix, then the Japanese Grand Prix, then we've got the Indian Grand Prix, then the Abu Dhabi Circuit, United States, and Brazil brings up the rear. Fantastic. So as I said, we are going to select the Australian circuit for our homeboy Mark Webber. Let's have a look at the setup then. Now anyone who's previously had these games will know that the setup is pretty much universal. We're going for, I think it's 3-1 wings. I think we're going to go for 2 again just to be sure. I'm not sure of some of the other settings. I have actually forgotten them, so we're just going to wing it on those. The braking, it's personal preference actually. I just like to have it a little bit forward on the brake balance. The anti-roll bar, I'm sure there's some tricks with these, but I'm not going to bother. The suspension has probably got a 111 trick on it, but I'm not going to bother with that. But we are going to adjust the gearbox, of course, to that standard configuration that I talked about in the last video. We just make it look pretty much in this sort of pyramid setup for the gearbox. I just wish we still had this now in the modern F1 games, because it's just glorious. It really is. So there you go, that's it. Now, of course, the one thing you have to remember in these games is the toe and the camber settings, which for a standard Codemasters game is the camber all the way to the left and the toe all the way to the right. Okay then, let's do this. So our 100% race journey on F1 2013 is about to go. We are going to be starting in 5th position, but as always, the 5 lights go out. We are going to pull off to the left-hand side and let all the other cars go past us as we say, go, go, go. So we pull off. Hopefully we're not going to get a penalty for this. Yes, all the cars start to go past us now. Hopefully we're not going to get hit up the Jack Jones by any of them. And they all go past, do they? Or yes, they do. Wow, a little bit left behind there. But anyway, so here we go then for our 100% race on F1 2013. We already get past Jules Bianchi. Our next target is Gildo van der Garde. I think that was his name anyway. In, of course, the Caterham car as we go to the next turn. And it's a standard Codemasters game back in the day. You just managed to get past a huge amount of cars in the first lap. Oh, we made contact there. I think that was the Force India. Wowzers. But already up into 12th position now. 13th place. And we're battling with Hulkenberg. There's Hulkenberg. And, of course, the Sauber car from 2013. We get past him. So up now into 12th position. Fantastic. So let's have a look around the screen and see what's going on. In the top left you can see there is our indicator of where we are in the race. We're currently in 12th position, chasing down Daniel Ricciardo, the Honey Badger, and ahead of Nico Hulkenberg. Off to the right-hand corner, there's our lap indicator to tell us how many laps we got in this Grand Prix. We've got 58 torturous laps at Australia, and of course our best times will go in there as we complete the laps. And off down now to the left-hand corner, you can see once again we have got our mini-map, which tells us where we are on the screen. and where we are as in relation to all the other drivers. Once again, it's pretty much the same as last year's game. You can see that the graphics are, well, they're pretty much, oh, we've got a little bit of debris on circuit. Has a car gone off? Has a car gone off? Well, I'm not quite sure that was. It's one of the Lotuses, I do believe. We've got yellow flags now. Oh, and look at that sneaky little git. Nico Hulkenberg goes past us, as you can see, in that Sauber car. We're going to do an undercut on him and dip down the inside of him once again to get this 11th place now. Yes, 11th place, because one of the other cars has gone off. So as I was saying, the graphics look pretty decent, I have to say. This was almost the last game made for the PlayStation 3, so yes, they're pretty much at a level now of graphics that are reaching the end of their peak. So yes, but oh my goodness, we go off. That's our first spinach. That's our first spinach in the race. And now once again, Nico Hulkenberg in that Sauber has gone past us. Unbelievable. But I think once again we're going to do a dive on him and try and get the position back. Are we? Yes, dive, dive, dive. Now, of course, the opposition are, well, they're pretty decent, has to be said, in 2013. Yes, they're not completely thick and smash into you. They're pretty decent, but overall, basically the same as sort of F1 2012 and the ones before, to be honest. Okay, so looking into the right hand corner down the bottom now, you can see once again we've got our DRS, we've got our KERS. Yes, KERS is still in 2013 as well, and we've got the gear changes and everything. And of course we've got the sort of pop-up screens that come up on the left and the right hand corners of the screen to give you your tyre wear indicators and everything else, fuel usage and whatever you need for a Formula 1 game. We're about to go now on the inside of Daniel Ricciardo. We do get past, we go into the chicane. Yes, we do. So up now into 10th position already on lap 2. We have made it into the World Championship points from last position on the grid, but of course we are in a Red Bull, which don't forget, of course, was a dominating car in 2013. Yes, and they won the championship, of course, with Sebastian Vettel. In fact, pretty dominant win, it has to be said, in 2013 for Sebastian Vettel. Okay, so we continue on in 10th position now. Just about to complete the second lap of the Grand Prix, going into the third lap now. We are now chasing Sergio Perez, who's ahead of us, and Hulkenberg is still behind us. As we take a look once again at the graphics, and the DRS has just been enabled, you can see that yeah, it's pretty decent. The weather looks very, very nice at Australia. The sun is shining very, very strong, which is great to see. I always like races where it's you know, the sun is shining. I hate the rain races on F1 games, to be honest, because it always looks so dull, and you know, we get enough of that in the UK anyway, so it's great when the sun comes out. So we're still chasing Sergio Perez. So what did a lot of people think about this game? Well, it has to be said that a lot of people did like the game, but unfortunately for Codemasters, it didn't sell well at all. No, there seemed to be a sort of dip in the sort of apathy for Formula 1 during 2013. May of course had a lot to do with Sebastian Vettel being pretty dominant in that year. But yes, unfortunately sales were not good for 2013, despite the fact that Codemasters pulled out all the stops on this game and introduced classic cars and classic content. I think they knew that F1 was taking a little bit of a downward spiral, so that's why they introduced a few new features into the game. But yes, it definitely didn't sell very well at all. So yes, concerns were starting to be raised about Formula 1 games. As we go off once again, we rejoin. Lap 3, everyone, still holding on to 10th position. So it's all going well. Cheat! No! Balls! Fuck! Where'd that car come from? Okay, we've lost our wing, everyone. We've lost our wing. We're going to come in for an early stop. Yes, wowzers, that scared the crap out of me, that did. Woo! So yes, on lap 3 we come in for a new wing, because unfortunately we've lost ours, smacking straight into that car that was trying to rejoin the circuit. The lads are going to put on a new wing. Thank you, lads. That's a pretty decent stop, has to be said. So we're going to rejoin the field now in 16th position. No, 18th place now. There's more cars going past. 19th place now. I think we're going to rejoin actually right at the back of the field on lap 3. Well, that was a turn up for the books, I have to say. Yes. So now we've got to catch up to the back of the field. Now, luckily in 2013, this was the year when they made the tyres really, really soft. So there's a lot of pit stops in this game as we accelerate forward in lap 5. Lap 5, we've managed to catch up to the back of Jules Bianchi and of course Marussia car. So we go past Jules up now into 19th position at the moment. Okay, it's time to accelerate forward now to lap 6. Lap 6, we've got more cars in front of us. We've got Gildo van der Garde. Oh, he parks a bus right in the middle of the circuit. Gildo, what are you doing? Get out of the way, please, please, please. Yes, so we get past, oh no, he's still off to the right, but now we get past Gildo van der Garde up now to 18th position for Mark Webber. So as I said earlier, as we accelerate forward down to lap 7, we managed to catch up to the back of Charles Pic in, of course, the other Caterham cars. We do as well. Oh, Jesus Christ, contact with Charles Pic. Oh, we got away with it though. We got away with it. No damage to the car. That's unbelievable. Wowzers. What on earth was Charles Pick doing there? I have no idea at all, but we managed to get past, sort of, as we accelerate forward down to lap 7. Lap 7, just going past the pits, and we're up to Valtteri Bottas in, of course, the Williams car. Yes, Valtteri's just going to, well, he's just going to yield, isn't he, like he always does, yes. Bottle job, Valtteri Bottas. We get past him, up now into 16th position on lap 8. As we accelerate forward now, still on lap 8 as Hamilton puts in the fastest lap. Our next driver in front of us is Max Chilton. Yes, it's Moneybag Swags boy himself as we go very, very wide, but we get past him up now into 15th position on lap 8. Still trying to chase those World Championship points as we accelerate forward to lap 9. Lap 9, still in 15th place. We've got a huge gaggle of cars in front of us now as once again parking the bus is one of the Toro Rossos. I think that's, yes, it's John Licavern. Yes, in the Toro Rosso. We get past him now to 14th place, but we've got some cars coming into the pits now, so I think we are going to gain a few more positions. Yes, Hamilton's still in the lead at the moment. We're now in 11th position now for Mark Webber. Well, this is true Aussie grit, this is. We are determined to get back into the points, even though we had a little collision at lap 3 of this Grand Prix. Anyway, we're accelerating forward on lap 10. Another car coming to the pits. So are we going to get up into the points finally? Yes, we are. On lap 11, we're back into the World Championship points. And at the moment, Kimi Räikkönen is in the low. What's going on here? What is going on here? We've got a huge gaggle of cars in front of us. The car in front, it says it's Roman Grosjean, but that looks like a Ferrari. I'm not quite sure. What's going on here? Oh, it's changed now. It's now Felipe Massa, baby. There's Grosjean in front of him. So let's see if we can get past all these 4 cars and get higher up into the positions. It's possible, lads. It is definitely possible. Yes, so as I said earlier, the tyres changed very much in 2013. They went very, very soft indeed in an attempt to try and spice up the racing. But unfortunately, they went a little bit too far and the tyres went a little bit too soft. And the pit stops were absolutely horrendous in some of these races. Now, unfortunately, the tyre skated. Oh, we get past Massa. Sort of. Unfortunately, the tyre scaling in 2013 is atrocious. It really is, and your tyres just don't last any time whatsoever. As we accelerate forward now to lap 12. Lap 12, we've got cars coming in now. I think that's Roman Grosjean. So we're going to make up another positions up now into 9th, maybe 8th place. Not quite sure. Anyway, we go past. Yes, it's 8th place. And now our teammate is ahead of us. Look at Sebastian Vettel as more cars are coming out of the pits, as you can see. But yes, up into 8th position now for Mark Webber. Look at this. It's Hulkenberg. We're going to do a dive on the inside of Hulkenberg. Do we get past? Yes. What about our teammate? What about Vettel? What are we going to do with Sebastian Vettel? He's got DRS open, but I think we're going to dive down the inside of Sebastian Vettel. Yes, we do. We get past the Red Bull driver up now into 6th position and chasing Paul Di Resta. As we accelerate forward down to lap 13, we now go for a move on Paul Di Resta in that Force India. Oh, come on, Paul, come on, don't take us out. Yes, so that's it. We get past. So we're now up into 5th place. Yes, from last to last again as after that pit stop, and then now we're back into 5th again. Yes, fantastic. This, as I said earlier, is true Aussie grit as Hamilton once again puts in a fastest lap. He just never stops, does he, Lulu? He just never stops. Even when he wasn't sort of world champion, he was still banging in those fastest laps as more cars are coming to the pits now, and we've managed it up into 4th position now. Hamilton's still in the lead. Fernando Alonso is now the car just ahead of us. Yes, so the tyre scaling on this game was absolutely dreadful. It was one of the things for me that spoiled it actually, because your tyres just lasted no time at all. Now we're going to try and see if we can do our standard strategy that we were going to have for the race before our slight little accident. So we've had 2 sets of the option tyre now, so we're going to go for 2 sets of the prime, and hopefully that'll take us to the end. But we've got to run these primes for a very, very long time. Unfortunately, they're going to be pretty much near the end of their cliff, but hopefully we will be able to do it and get to the end of the race and hopefully score some good points out of this, because we are still in 10th position as we're about to rejoin. In fact, cars are just about to go past us though, so we're going to lose a few more places, or maybe just 1 position. Wow, there's a huge gaggle of cars behind us. Anyway, on lap 15, Hamilton's still in the lead, and we are still in the points in 10th place as we accelerate forward down to lap 16. Valtteri Bottas once again, because of course we've made our pit stop. Valtteri, get out of the way, you plum! What are you... Oh, Jesus, Valtteri. Anyway, we get past, so we're still holding on to 10th position at the moment on lap 16 as we accelerate forward now to lap 19. Lap 19, still holding on to 10th position. I'm not quite sure. Yes, another car has come into the pit, so we're going to gain 1 more place up into, is it 9th place? Yes, 9th place now for us in this Grand Prix. Hamilton is still, predictably enough, in the lead as we accelerate forward down to lap 20. Lap 20, just going past the pits once again. We've got another car coming. In fact, we've got a car coming out. Who is this? It looks like a Ferrari to me. I'm not quite sure though. Is it Massa? Yes, it's Felipe Massa. We're going to see if we can get a jump on him as we come out of the pits. Or should I say as he comes out of the pits? And yes, we do. Up now into 8th position. Hamilton, well, he's still in the lead, everyone. Looks like Codemasters had an idea that Hamilton was going to be dominant even in 2013 when he wasn't. On lap 25 now, lap 25, still holding on to 8th position. The tyres, as you can see, are just starting to look a little bit worn and knackered. Of course, there was no percentages on the tyres back then. It was just colours, so it sort of went yellow, then it went brown, and they started to go a little bit red and orangey, and then that was the time for you to come in for your pit stop. Anyway, up into 7th place now because I think someone else is coming to the pits on lap 29. It's starting to look a little bit overcast at the moment, so I'm hoping it's not going to rain. So we accelerate forward at lap 35, and it's time now for us to make our pit stop. You can see that the left front has gone very, very orangey as a car comes out of the pits. That's one of the Sauers. We managed to get the jump on him, so still holding to 4th place at the moment. Yes, that front left is looking very angry indeed. Now, one of the other things, of course, is you lose tyre grip very, very quickly in this game, and it's not worth hanging out for much longer as we accelerate forward at lap 37. So we're going to come in for our stop. We've managed to hold on for a couple more laps, in fact, because we want these tyres, these prime tyres, to go to the end of the Grand Prix. We don't want to stop again. We're a little bit low on fuel, but we're going to go into lean mix for a few laps now and hopefully get that back. So the lads put on our last set, hopefully, of tyres for the end of this Grand Prix. We're going to rejoin in 8th position, unfortunately, just behind our teammate Sebastian Vettel. So we're going to see if we can catch up to him, or maybe he's still got to make his stop, his last stop of the Grand Prix. Anyway, we come out of the pits now, and Hamilton... God, he's still in the lead, everyone. Yes, he's still in the lead. As we rejoin now in... Oh my goodness, did you see that? That sneaking in to get Nico Rosberg in the Mercedes car actually jumped us there as we were coming out of the pit. So we've lost a place to Nico Rosberg. I don't think Mark Webber is going to put up with his shit for much longer though. Let's see if he does a dive on Nico Rosberg. I don't think he's going to. So I think we've been jumped by Rosberg. That's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. As we accelerate forward at lap 38. We've managed to get our fuel back, so it's all looking good. But I think now Rosberg is coming into the pits. Yes, he does. So we're going to get past him in the pits. That was unbelievable there from Nico. And we've got 2 other cars in. I think that's our teammate. Yes, we've got the yellow dot. It is our teammate, Sebastian Vettel. So we get past him and one of the McLarens as well. So we're now up into 6th position now on lap 39 out of 58. Fantastic. Fantastic in bloody deed. Okay then, it's time to accelerate forward now to lap 39. Still on lap 39, just going past the pits. We've got 1 more car in, so I think we're going to get... No, 2 more cars in. Are we going to get into 4th place? Or maybe 5th? I'm not quite sure, but going past the Ferrari of... I think that was Massa, so yes, it's 5th position. 5th position on lap 40. Wowzers. Anyway, it's time to go to Wiki now to see what they say about this game. F1 2013 is a video game developed by Codemasters based on the 2013 Formula 1 season. It uses the Ego engine. F1 2013 was released in Europe on the 4th of October 2013 on the PlayStation 3, Microsoft Windows and the Xbox 360. A digital version was released worldwide for the Steam Store, as well as on October the 8th for the PlayStation Store and the 15th of October for Xbox Games On Demand. The game features all 11 teams and 22 drivers competing in the 2013 season. As well as the 19 circuits and Grand Prix Classic Edition of the game features additional drivers, cars and circuits from the 1980s and the 1990s. The classic cars featured in this game are Williams, Lotus and Ferrari. The 1990s cars required downloading of the 1990s Classic Cars Pack. F1 2013 was met with generally positive reviews. F1 Fanatic gave it a 4 out of 5, saying that Codemasters have not only given us an enjoyable F1 experience, they have also reaffirmed their commitment to make F1 games that are truly worthy of carrying the famous logo. If F1 2012 felt at times like a half-hearted update, F1 2013 feels like a good step back in the direction where the franchise should be going. So there you go then. There's the official blurb on F1 2013. Definitely a step where the franchise should be going. But then of course they then went and released F1 2014. Anyway, this is now lap 57 and Lewis Hamilton is about to blue flag lap us. There you go. He goes past and look at that, the sneaky little git. Felipe Massa in the Ferrari actually went through as well. We're not going to put up with that shit from Felipe Massa, baby. We're going to get the place back and regain our 5th position. Now, of course, we will be going for another lap, but now we've been lapped by Lewis Hamilton. This is going to be the end of the race. And that's pretty ambitious there. I have to say that Lewis in the Mercedes has that much performance that they've managed to actually lap us after 57 laps in a Red Bull. Well done, Lewis. Well done indeed. Anyway, he crosses the line and wins the race, and we are going to finish in 5th place. Pretty respectable for Mark Webber, and of course some good World Championship points for the Aussie grit there. Well done, Mark. Well done indeed. And we made it to the end, everyone. Yes, we did the 100%. No slacking. So Lewis Hamilton won the race. Kimi Raikkonen was in 2nd place. Fernando Alonso in 3rd. We finished in 5th ahead of our teammate Sebastian Vettel, who finished in 6th position. And we get a trophy as well. We are officially a Formula 1 driver. Oh my goodness. Who knew? Who bloody well knew? So there you go, everyone. That's the end of our journey on F1 2013. Yes, that's the end of the journey. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. But of course, we couldn't go without, of course, going to Monaco for the Monaco test. Here we go. The lights go out. Let's go, go, go. Let's see if we can get some of these cars to flip up into the air. Now, unfortunately, they downgraded the physics a little bit more as we go ploughing into Nico Rosberg once again for this game. So I don't even think you can flip the cars this time. Anyway, we have a puncher. We have a puncher for Nico Rosberg. Oh, he's lost his front wing as well. Let me help you, sir. Let me help you. Oh, yes, I'll point you in the right. Can you get out of my way? Nico, can you get out of my way, son? I can't get... That's it. Never mind, never mind. I'll help you. I'll help you go up the hill. Here you go. I'll give you a little bit of a push. You want a little bit of a push? Here we go. Oh, we just planted the wall there. Never mind, never mind. There's Nico. There's Nico. He's climbing up the hill once again, but he's going very, very slowly, of course, because he's got that punch on his car. We're going to give you some help. Here you go, Nico. Look, look. No, I'm helping you, my son. I'm helping. No, I'm not trying to flip you up in the air whatsoever. No, I'm not. I'm really not. I'm trying to help you. Look, we go up the hill here. Look, it's lovely. Come on. Come on. Flip, you bastard. Flip. Come on. Flip the blood. Oh, it's not flipping, everyone. It's not flipping, flipping, flipping. Oh, this is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway, we failed there miserably. Anyway, let's have another go and see if we can get some of these cars to flip as we go very, very carefully into Sandoval. Oh, my goodness. Oh, we've taken out... Oh, look at that. Both of the Red Bull cars. Can you get out, Mark? Please, please. Out of the way. Out of the way. Please, get out of the way. Come on. Come on. God. So that didn't work at all either, did it? Anyway, let's... Oh, look at this. Wow, that was a very heavy impact there. Very heavy impact. Oh, and that was even more. Oh, wow. Oh. They seem to have a wheel stuck in our cockpit. Yes. Sure, that's not supposed to happen, Codemasters. Let's have a replay of that. And oh, my goodness, look at the G-forces there. Look. Oh, we just end up like a torpedo in the end and go ploughing into the wall, as you can see. And we end up, as I said, with one of the wheels actually inserted into our cockpit. Well, that sounds rude, doesn't it? Anyway, let's continue and see. I just don't think we're going to do it, lads. I just don't think we're going to get any of these cars to flip. It seems to be pretty flipping impossible, to be honest. Going to give it our all, though. We're going to give it our all. See if we can get Sebastian Vettel to go. Oh, we took him out, but no, he still didn't flip. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. Wait a minute, though. We may have a flip, but it may be just for us. Let's have a look. Let's do a replay and see what happened there. You can see there's the Lotus car. We just completely disregard that and just plough straight into the wall. And oh, 4 wheels up in the air. Oh, they're going to be... Wham, bam. Yes, look at that. We are airborne, everyone. We are airborne. So, well, we flipped, but... we didn't unfortunately manage to get any of the other cars to. Yes, so that was unfortunate. But there you go. Wowzers. Confetti everywhere once again. Once again. Anyway, I'd just like to say thanks so much for watching, everyone. You have been awesome, as always. We didn't get the cars to flip this episode, but I'm sure we'll be able to get some of these cars to flip in future episodes. So thanks for watching. Awesome as always. And as always, there will, of course, be more later. I'll leave you with the credits.